My name is Maliyah Buford. I go to Earlham College. I'm a rising senior studying English literature, and I was a writer at Earlham with 826 Boston. I never knew what I wanted to do in college. Every time someone asked me the dreaded, awful, anticipated question, "Oh, you're an English major? That means you want to be a teacher, right?" I always sighed or rolled my eyes, no shade to teachers, already prepared to say a million things like, "Of course not," or "No, there's so many other things to be with an English major." But the question I always had was, what were those other things? As I started my junior year, everyone I knew was talking about going abroad or doing an internship, which I was wanting to do as well, but I never knew exactly what I wanted to do or where I wanted to go. Then one day, one of my best friends, Madison, told me about this program, CFSI, and said that she's going to apply for it and I should take a look at it to see if I'd be interested in going or not. I think sitting here now, you know the answer to that. As my time passed in Boston, I became more confident in the way that I moved around here. I went to places I usually never go to by myself, met new people, and on my internship as well, I deepened my familiarity with the people that I work with at my school. There was a day in April when I was visiting a class to help tutor, as I often did in my internship, when a teacher pulled me aside to talk. Her name was Miss Joy, her being an English middle school teacher, one of my favorite teachers at the school, if I'm being honest. I joked to her as she pulled me aside that I was getting in trouble, which I often do, to which she quickly responded, "No, not at all." What she was trying to tell me was she wanted me to work with these two students of hers because she viewed me as a role model. That shocked me, to say the least. She said, "With your tattoos and piercings," verbatim, not just gloating, "and in how you carry yourself and talk to these kids, you're a role model to them. I want you to keep working with them so that way they can see that they can be just like you in their future." Now see, if you'd be my family and my friends, even some of my teammates, you'd agree that I'm somewhat of a role model. But to myself, deep inside, I truly didn't believe it. I wondered, how in the world do I, Maliyah Buford, come off as a role model? And after some reflection, I'll tell you why. It's due to my perseverance, and how even during my first year of college, I was probably making quite literally every mistake in the book, and then some. I still came up learning new lessons and teaching them to the young people after me. Those being, always go to class. Never be afraid to meet new people, even if you probably don't think you'd ever talk to them, and that things always do get better. It's in the way that I show up for myself and the people around me, and in even how, in someone's smallest accomplishments, I cheer on as if it's a big one, because it is. I always offer my shoulder for someone to lean on and to cry on. Being 14 hours away in Indiana, the old me would probably run away from my responsibilities and excuse myself for it since I'm so far away, but I did stick to my goals. Even when I had moments of doubt and moments where I would fall back into my old habits, I checked myself then and there. Even when things are hard, I still push through. Like now, after my first lesson I ran, which was a bust if you asked me, I was able to become more confident in the way I spoke and presented my goals to the students. And in turn, they held more respect for me. They called me Maliyah instead of Miss, and they even personally requested me whenever they came to the writer's room. Even at times when I was homesick and wanted to go home, I knew that I had a whole community back at home and here in Boston cheering me on every step of the way that made me want to finish this semester out. Through every mistake I made, I always made sure to process, learn from it, and reconnect myself whenever there's a moment, whenever I'm tested with undoing the work that I've done to myself. Being in Boston has helped me realize that being far away from home, I'm able to see the work that I've built into myself and the work that others have put into me be reflected in a bigger picture. The way that I'm able to interact with others in my internship, and even the people in my cohort. The way I'm able to face things alone and be proud of myself and not scared. And even if I am scared, at least I'm doing it. I always say that it's better to do it scared than to never do it at all. Leaving here, the advice I give is this. The positive things people tell you about yourself, believe them. You're always better, more capable than you think you are. And sometimes you just have to be in a different environment to realize that. You have to speak life into yourself because it reflects the world around you and in how you treat yourself. That is what I realized today, and I thank Ms. Joy, 826, and the students that I work with for giving me that push to help me see that within myself. Now, when someone asks me, because I know they will, "Oh, you're an English major. That means you want to be a teacher, right?" To that I'll say, "No, I'm going into publishing. Thank you."